I'm Elder Brenner.
I'm Alexander Hamilton.
And
this is Dress and Sesh. I need to talk about fantasy football. It is fan fiction for men.
It is.
You want to draft and pick your favorite players to be on the same team? That's an alternate universe fan fiction for you guys. You literally are picking your top choosing players and deciding what scenario you want them to be in. You like fan fiction. I'm so tired of fan fiction being shafted and put off to the side as a women's only thing. Men making theories and what ifs online and Super Saiyan Goku versus Zoro from One Piece. That is, you are a fan and you are making fiction, okay? You are making fan fiction, okay? Just admit it. I love fan fiction. I'm a ride or die for fan fiction. Just admit that you like it. Oh my god. Actually upsets me. Just admit that you like it and move on, okay? Just go on AO3 like the rest of us.
I wasn't on AO3, but I was on Wattpad. Also, my voice is going out. So I'm having tea, so...
She's just on vocal rest, you guys.
I'm on vocal rest.
She's on vocal rest. Okay, here's my thing. Is
I didn't do fantasy football, obviously. I don't
Obviously,
care about sports.
I haven't either.
It's an ick it's an ick for me when a man really likes sports. I just can't do it. But in my biology class, in biology 2, when we got to choose what topics we wanted to do, we did forensics and we did animal science. We did, anyone out there, did y'all do the, I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it was basically fantasy football, but with animals. And it was they would put two animals against each other and you would do brackets.
Girl, you're talking about the food chain?
No, bitch. It's a whole thing. There was a literal YouTube channel where they would animate the animals, fighting. Not necessarily fighting, but, who would win. It'd be, a squirrel versus a beaver. And
that's the food chain.
No, bitch. It wasn't just the food chain. Anyone out there do know what I'm talking about? No, it was no, bitch. It was a whole... actual fantasy football thing, but with animals, and it would be some animals would win who you wouldn't think would win. Let's say it's a squirrel against a lion. Obviously, you think a lion's gonna win. The squirrel would win. Do we know why? I don't know. And they had a YouTube channel, and it would be animated in of how they would win. It's not the food chain, and I'm tired of this propaganda that she is trying to. I'm just saying into this world and she doesn't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
It just sounds very similar.
Anyone out there, please let me know that you also did this.
It just sounds very similar to what my biology teacher did, which is we did a simulation of the food chain. No, and there would be some upsets.
No. This wasn't something my teacher decided. This was an actual thing. It wasn't my teacher decided this. Of who won. It is a thing, actually.
So you guys were just following a guy's fan fiction on YouTube about the food chain?
No, you don't even... Hold on. You just keep chatting. You keep talking about your fantasy football, and I will look this up.
I'm only saying this because I now work in a department, and the guys were talking about football. I don't know anything about football. Or anything about fantasy football and picks and parlays and shit like that. I don't. I think it's just made gambling more accessible, and I don't like that because I think of how it's going to affect the human psyche and whether it's talking about people's life and income and how they are. I just think about when I was one time riding in the car in an Uber, and the Uber guy asked me if I had ever been to a casino. And I was like, well, I did, but that was, on a cruise, so, I'm not quite sure on if that counts.
And we were drunk.
And he was like, well, did you lose your mortgage at the casino? And I was like, no, I don't even have a mortgage to begin with, so, how could I lose something I never had? And he goes, then you weren't really gambling. Huh? That was a crazy-ass statement in my mind. Because it was how are you telling this random girl keep in mind, I'm a little teeny bopper girl drinking my Dr. Pepper fountain drink with some vanilla vodka in it. Like, I'm not taking life seriously going to the bar. And you're telling me you lost your mortgage, basically?
I found it.
What is it called?
It's called March Mammal Madness. It's an alternative March Madness tournament focusing on simulated combat between organisms of all kinds.
I'm gonna have to take a look into this because what?
I'm telling you, it was
that
crazy.
sounds crazy to me.
It would be like, okay, here's an example.
Okay.
It would be, okay,
Okay.
Pride of Lioness versus
Okay.
Labor of Moles.
Okay.
And then Glaring of Cats, Sneak of Weasels. And they would like make them fight. And sometimes you would be like, oh, obviously the lions are winning. No, they'd make the weasels win. Because the weasel would like
they
run up
wanted a
into
good
the
upset.
tree. And we did that in biology class.
That's
It was
the
really
only
fun.
term I know for March Madness.
And that's the only
upset.
thing about fantasy football I know. Nothing to do with football. All about mammals.
Okay, but that is like using.
It's the bracket system, though.
It's the bracket system. Whenever I hear bracket, it kind of sounds like racket. I'm like, you guys are having a racket. Also, I need to address my Hamilton beard looks like I ate dirty ass.
She ate my dirty ass.
I just
my
have
ass
to
is
address
really
it.
clean.
I didn't eat a dirty ass, but oh boy, do I wish I did. I'm sorry, gang. I didn't eat a dirty ass.
You would
This is
wanna
just makeup.
Eat a dirty ass?
If the person was right, I wouldn't mind.
Would you eat my dirty ass?
Yours, I'm not sure.
You would
Do you-
eat a dirty ass just in
If
general?
the person was right,
But wouldn't you eat their ass and be like, oh, they're dirty, not the right person? So you're saying you'd be with a dirty person?
I would say if the okay,
Cancel
the asses
her,
have to be a
she's
certain level
gross.
of dirty. Okay.
Okay, if it was Theo James' dirty ass, it's
See,
fine.
that's what
I'll
I'm
allow
saying.
it.
With the right person, I think.
Okay, but
the
who's
ass,
your right person?
I'm thinking like Doja Cat. Like, let me in that dirty ass. I don't care. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Did you see her performance of
at the? Did she perform at the VMAs?
Yes, she did.
Okay, I didn't see that.
It was so good. She was dancing.
Well, she always dances.
No, she was like
Was she like dancing?
popping and locking. She was a little robot girly,
Mhm.
and like in a good way.
Mhm. I love that.
I knew she could dance. Obviously, we've seen her twice.
We've
but,
seen her
like,
dance. We've seen her dance.
This was, it was good.
Do you ever think about her being on the video chats and like showing her feet to the white supremacists?
Not real. I kind of forgot about that.
I didn't forget about
She's
that. I
kinda
stay thinking
problematic,
about that.
but,
Oh,
you
she
know.
stays problematic.
Can we talk about David?
We can talk about David.
Because this is actually insane.
Where did you meet these people? Discord!
My thing is, did you see that there's like alleged footage of her going backstage at his concert with his brother?
No, but I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised. This is Meg.
Yeah.
We introduced her last podcast, but she'll be here.
My thing is, it's no surprise that grown men love teenagers and prepubescent
I'm like,
girls.
even if
We
he
have been shown
isn't,
this time and time again, and we
Yeah.
act shocked every single time.
even if he isn't the one who killed her, which the odds are not looking good in his favor.
The odds are not in
He
his favor.
should still be
No
charged
words of
because
Effie
he's
trinket.
20, she's 15. Like, excuse me?
That is crazy.
And I'm just disappointed because I will say that
Were you streaming
a
the
couple
song?
months ago, I was streaming Romantic Homicide, the live version that he did at SZA's concert. It's so good. But now I can't listen to it. If I do, it has to be like someone else's
To be honest,
upload.
I don't even care if he didn't do it. It just feels like he did. Even if he didn't, it feels like an OJ situation where they're like, well, I didn't
It's like-
do it though. It's like no
it's like-
matter what, I'm sorry.
OJ
that's
definitely did it
tainted.
though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
the thing
like,
is, even if he didn't
he
do
didn't
it,
do
you
it.
were still fucking a 15-year-old. And that's
yeah.
weird.
Also,
You're
she got
weird.
that tattoo. Like, she got the tattoo. That is a tattoo for millennials. Like, why is you as a 13 girl, like 13, 14, 15-year-old girl,
Is
this day and
15
age-
Gen Alpha? these
Yeah.
days?
15 is definitely Gen Alpha.
Can we talk about Gen Alpha?
What do you
What
want to
the
talk about
fuck
for
is
Gen Alpha?
happening? What the fuck is Skibbity Toilet? It's not funny.
I'm sorry, Skibbity Toilet Riz is like a word that I do think about a lot, and I
This
do enjoy
bitch
it.
got her phone set up where if her phone's dying, it's like Skibbity Toilet. It's
Okay,
like,
so when
Skibbity.
it's on low power mode, it goes, you need to perform the ritual. And then when I have it, okay, that's when it falls under 49%.
I'm just saying
And
that
then
you
when I put
really
it on
do cringe
low-
me out with that. That is Gen Alpha, and I just can't.
You just
I
hate that
can't.
I'm young and hot.
No, it's the fact that you pretend that you're young and hot.
I just live my life.
Ah!
And then when I plug it
So
in,
cute
it goes,
over myself.
what the Sigma? Like, I'm just
Mm-mm.
living my life.
The
Like, God
Sigma
forbid.
in the toilet Riz, get the fuck out of here. I do like Aura, that's fun.
My phone doesn't say Skibbity Toilet Riz.
Okay, but it said Skibbity at one point, bitch.
No, I think that was Kenzie's phone. I don't think that was
Your
my
phone said Skibbity at some point.
I don't think it did though, because
If your
okay,
phone didn't say it, you were into the saying
I was
Skibbity.
saying it personally, but I don't think my phone.
Tell me what
was set to
Skibbity
it.
means.
It doesn't mean anything. It's Skibbity Toilet, the guy who pops out of the toilet.
It's so stupid.
like-
I'm like, and this is coming from Gen Z. Like, we got plenty of stupid ass shit, but like, this Skibbity Toilet Riz is so dumb. I don't understand anything. Y'all are so illiterate. You need to read a book.
What about Baby Gronk? Do you know about Baby Gronk?
You know, kind of, but not really. I'm just like,
The thing is, I
y'all
don't really know about
need
Baby
to
Gronk,
read
but-
a book, please. Okay,
I don't
I think they
disagree
were
with that.
technically Gen Z, but when I was, well, I don't know. Maybe they are. When I was a senior in high school, I was a library assistant. Which, for the most part, we didn't have to do anything. Because, you know, you don't have, like, specials in high school. It's just kind of you go to the library when you have time and if you want to go. But,
I think it's a special.
a special is like, you know, like in elementary school when you had music class, library class.
Are you talking about like a different class that's not a part of the curriculum?
Yeah,
like
we
the
called those
440?
specials. So,
Okay.
like, let's say your class on Mondays would go to library, Tuesdays you go to art, Wednesdays you go to music. Did you not
Are you
do
talking
that?
about in high school?
No, this was elementary school.
Oh.
I'm saying in high school they didn't exist anymore.
Mm.
But in elementary school, like, every day of the week, like, Friday you would have gym. Is that not how yours was in elementary school?
In elementary school, kind of.
Because that's what we did. We had specials, and each class, like, had a different special each day. But basically, I was a library assistant my junior and senior year of high school. Because junior, senior, you could be either, like, a library assistant, a teacher assistant, or a guidance assistant. I was a library assistant and a TA my senior year, teacher's assistant. But you just... Anyways, library assistant, we basically didn't have to do anything unless, like, a class. So if my senior year is when the middle school moved to the high school. Are you making fun of me?
No, I just need to.
She
stick my
hates me.
tongue out.
Listen to me. My senior year, they moved the middle school to the high school. So now the 7th
That
and
is
8th
weird.
graders were there.
That is fucking
In
weird.
middle school, you still had specials. So they would have a library. And basically all that meant was I would sit behind the desk and scan their books, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And this one
Dream
kid...
job. Damn, my dream day.
Yeah, it was great. I slept all the time in there. And that's another thing. Anyways, this one kid came in. I think his name was Dawson. He... calling out Dawson. And the fact was that he was the
I'm sorry, I
biology...
hate a bitch with the name Dawson.
He was my
If your
biology
name is Dawson,
teacher's
you
son.
fucking suck.
He was a biology teacher's son, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, where's the easy books at? And I was like, I mean, the middle school books are over there. Because I'm like, I don't know what you mean by easy books. I'm a reader. I've always, like throughout middle school, high school, I was a big reader. So like to me, I'm like, what?
My thing is, easy can just depend on your own interpretation.
This is the thing though. They go, he gets the book, he's with like 2 other kids. They come up to check out their books. And one kid, you know what books he checks out?
What?
Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Swindle. Did you ever read Swindle with the dog?
I did not read Swindle, but I did watch the movie with Ariana Grande.
That's not the same thing. I did
I'm
watch
just
that,
saying they're
and
the same name, so in my mind
it is not the same thing at all. But
I'm
did
sorry,
watch
but
that
Ariana
movie.
Grande was in the movie.
I did watch
it.
And it had the guys from How to Rock, and no one fucking watches How to Rock. None of my friends. Anyone out there watch How to Rock? I loved that show. Anyway, not the same thing. Swindle's with a dog, and there's like a burglar, and like whatever.
Is it the same kind of premise?
No, it's a whole different thing.
Okay.
Anyways, he checks out that Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Swindle, and Dawson is like, "You're checking out 2 books? Like that's a lot to read." I'm like, these Lexile levels are like for like 4th graders. Like it's very easy books. Mm-hmm. Y'all know Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Everyone knows Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Very easy to read. Swindle is kind of in that same aspect. Mm-hmm. And this kid named Dawson was acting like he checked out like Wuthering Heights and The Great Gatsby. Like not that those are like really hard books to understand. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe it's like he checked out like The Scarlet Letter and
or like, you know, something that's like deep literature.
Like a Jane Austen book. I'm like, bitch, he checked out.
Did you ever read the Diary of the Wimpy Kid books?
I read that was like the first book that I read all the way through, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so smart, and I read it in one go. I was like in 4th grade, so to me, I was like, oh my god, I read a really big book.
In 4th grade, yeah.
I read a really big book. But I just remember
such a reader
behind that desk, and I kind of stood up for the kid. I was like, I mean, these are okay. I say stood up, but it kind of came for him. I was like. I mean, these are pretty easy books.
Up, but also I kind of flamed.
I was like,
these
are pretty easy books to read, and they were like, "Oh, like, do you read?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a library assistant. Like, why would I choose to be a library assistant if I didn't like to read?"
You never know.
Okay, but if I didn't like to read, I could have just been a guidance assistant. They did nothing. Okay, that's not true. When our librarian was gone, we would go in the guidance office. And basically their job was, they just kind of sat around this table unless they needed to run, like, a note for someone to, like, leave class early or something. Did kids
make out in your library like they did in ours?
Not in the library.
We had patrols.
We did not. Your school was bigger than mine, though. Yeah. My library was...
People we fucking sucking in the
library. Our library wasn't, like, huge. Excuse me. It wasn't, like... tiny, but like definitely there wasn't a spot that you could just be making out with someone. And our library teacher, she had her eyes, like she was watching.
Oh my god, I will never forget story time. One time in my high school, I was a freshman that had just I'm like, I don't know what's going on most of the time. I'm just kind of vibing, enjoying my life. And one time in study hall, these 2 people who I had never seen, like, in class or whatever, came into our study hall and were sitting at the computer areas, and she sat on his lap, and they started fucking, and we had no idea what to do. And the teacher had the lights kind of dim because everybody was just kind of vibing, and literally she did not notice at all. These students were fucking...
like the area. Penis and vagina fucking?
Penis and vagina. She moved her little romper to the side. And and we're
from Blackford High School, if you know of anyone who fucked in class, please let me know. You don't have to put in the comments, but DM me privately, please. I would love to know.
Everybody, we all knew what was happening. Nobody said anything. It was literally everybody side-eyeing, and some people were taking video, and it was like, oh my gosh, she had a lot to say.
Mike is not approving of that.
Hey. We all knew what was happening, and the teacher just straight up didn't notice. She got fired. I'm pretty sure she got fired. We never saw her again. She basically got fired.
That's insane.
But it was just we all knew, but it was just crazy what was happening. We're all like, nobody had said anything. It was like bystander effect. Like, I really wish, like, me going back in time, me saying, I'd be like, are y'all bitches fucking right now?
You stand up, you're like, these bitches
Be
are
so
fucking.
for real, like, guys, come on, like, at least just be honest with it. Like,
I don't
we
know.
don't know.
I don't know if anyone, like, fucking in class, but I do know 2 students got in trouble. Like, they got suspended because they were caught fucking in the wrestling room, like, during lunch. It wasn't like they were, like, in front of everyone, but they were fucking in the wrestling room, and they got suspended, and it was, like, a whole thing. And then there was, like, people who fucked in, like, the theater, like, dressing room, which was annoying because as someone who was in theater, like, behind the scenes,
as someone who was in theater, you are ruining the integrity of this space.
No, but we had Ike.
You're such
my
theater
school,
kids right now.
Literally, we just came from a Broadway, right?
Yeah, we are such theater kids right now.
No, but the thing is, my theater was, I mean, it still is very tiny. We had such a tiny theater. It probably sat like 30 people, like very tiny. We had 2 dressing rooms, male and female, whatever. Like, there wasn't even like a non-binary, like, whatever. Luckily, the people in
even in my high school, there was non-binary section.
At least with
they said
with us, it was like whatever, and a lot of people got ready in the bathrooms anyways.
Yeah,
and we would just stay after school and get ready in the hallways. It wasn't like we needed to be in the dressing room, but we really only had 2 tiny ass rooms back there, and I wasn't even necessarily in theater at this time, but this one girl and this guy were like fucking in one of the dressing rooms, like locked everyone out when they're trying to like rehearse and stuff. I'm like, you cannot be doing this when there's only 2 fucking rooms and you're fucking in a room where all the costumes are, and it's like,
that is bull.
It's like, what are you doing? Just fucking wait.
At least the kids in my school would go to the ceiling area and fuck.
That's crazy. Go to the fucking parking lot, bitch. Go to the parking lot. Like, it's... Why are you so horny?
My thing is, I knew the kids in that area were so annoying. Like, why would you want to fucking
My voice is literally
even if you're a part of that, like, you know how annoying they can get is singing in the halls. Like, that's not horny and, like, cool and fun and enticing for anyone. It's like, ooh, getting hot, but getting caught. But also,
my theater program wasn't
the same, like,
people always say they were like the horniest. My theater program, the people in my theater were not that horny with each other, at least. That I know of.
Girl,
we had a very tiny. We probably had like less than 30 people in our theater program.
Even with that amount, you can.
And most of them were gay, but not with each other.
But not with each other.
Not with each other.
Oh my god. Boo!
Ew! We're trying not to say ew, so... Or not ew.
Ew, anyways.
Anytime we say boo us in the chat. Thank you.
No, like, okay, in my school, it was mainly the show choir kids that be getting down.
I don't know.
We had a big show choir section.
Maybe I just wasn't...
in that vibe.
Paying attention. I don't know.
That's my thing, is I think I was also in that area of, I didn't know what was happening, and I didn't really care to know. This was me. La 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 la. I'm sitting there reading my book,
I can tell you
fiction.
something. I was not fucking and sucking. No, I was not. I was reading about fucking and sucking.
That was being my fan fiction. Reading on my phone, being like, is it cool if I read? I'm reading on my phone. Like, is it cool? And they're like, oh, is that actual, like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's literature,
Girl,
bitch.
I'm literally reading about anime characters fucking and sucking.
Leave me.
Like, thank God.
No, I remember in high school, I think it was my nutritional wellness class, or one of those classes that the same teacher taught, like child development, life span development. It was like all that shit.
Never took one of those classes ever.
She's the one that I talked about last time, where she was pushing her religion. Anyways, God, my voice is literally leaving me right now.
I think when you
Anyways.
go to work, you literally have to hold up a whiteboard like a Disney Channel character. Like,
Okay,
I'm on vocal
hold that
rest.
thought because I need to talk about that. Anyways, my
Stop that right there. I need
My-
to talk about that.
before my aunt got a job in this special education program,
job application.
she would do like substitute teaching,
Mhm.
and I knew she was being a sub that day. I didn't know it would be in my class, and I was
My mom
reading-
has subbed in my class.
Yeah, I was
That shit
reading
is so
Me,
awkward.
Earl, and the Dying Girl. Did you read that or watch it?
I watched it.
I didn't watch it, but I read the book.
I also read the book,
And
but I
there
don't
was,
really remember
I don't
it.
really remember it, but I do remember there's a part that was kind of sexual. And my aunt, I didn't know actually I did not know she was subbing this day, because all of a sudden the sub appeared in front of me. It was my aunt. And she was like, and I slapped my book shut. I was like, and I looked up, it was my aunt, and I was like, oh, it's just like, hey. And I was like, hey.
Hey.
Yeah, what did I just tell you? Bookmark?
You were telling me. Oh fuck.
What did we just say? Wattpad, bookmark
Bookmark,
that.
boo,
Boo, ew. Oh my god, wait, I wanted to say something.
My thing from Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl, I don't remember a lot of what happened, but
I
I,
don't
did
either.
like when he sent in his film at the end and was like somebody died while
I am
watching
wearing pants,
this.
by the way. They're just khaki shirts.
I liked it.
I didn't watch the movie. I read the book. Don't really remember much of it. Except that she dies. That was fucked.
What?
Why?
I mean, it is
the
titled
dying girl, but I was
The
hoping
Dying
she
Girl.
would live. Jesus. God forbid.
You were surprised she died?
Can we talk about books we read in middle school? Let me tell you a book. There was an author. Her name was like Chandler something. It was like a pen name.
Uh-huh.
And she had a bunch of different books. And there's this one book that I remember being really into.
Mhm.
But it was kind of problematic. Because
Drama.
the plot was, anyone know what I'm talking about? Let me know. It was, the book cover, it was black, and it had like a keyhole and like green, I think.
Slutty. I don't know anything
It
about
was slutty. No, because it was this girl, I don't remember if her parents died or if she's just visiting a grandparent that she hadn't ever really talked about, like talked to or whatever. She goes there for the summer, and her cousin's there. We'll call him Gray. I don't remember his name.
She fucking the cousin.
Here's the thing. The cousin and her have tension and chemistry, and he
Oh
kind of
my
hates her.
God.
And it turns out that they're reincarnated of her aunt, and he is the aunt's boyfriend reincarnated. It was a whole... Anyone know what I'm talking about? Please let me know. I think her name was like Chandler something. I should reread that. It was a very quick read. I was very into this. Those books.
Very into it.
It wasn't all like that. It was like, different. It wasn't like a continuous like storyline of certain people. But I was very into that.
Okay, do you know the song that eggs, bacon, grits, sausage? I'm just kidding, bitch.
But I
I
still
still
think-
take sausage.
I'm a redhead, but I still think sausage.
Got that ass, but okay,
So which one would you be?
girl. My middle school people titled me
Me would be,
Reading
I'm a
that-
redhead, but I still like the sausage.
They titled me with I think it's like read up all these books, but it's all about sausage, something like that, where they're like reading constantly, and it's something
So they
about
knew
fucking-
you were reading
Well,
about
here's
fucking
the
and
thing: is
sucking.
I caused a
Because
scandal.
here's my thing: is I was subtle. I was not telling people I was reading about fucking
okay.
and sucking.
First of all, I was not really subtle. Well, I spoke something to what I thought was a
Sorry
trusted
if I have
person.
to talk, but my voice is literally leaving the chat as we speak.
I showed a book to what I thought was a trusted character individual about
What book was it?
Looking for Alaska. There's a blowjob
Oh,
scene,
okay.
which is
I
why
watched-
it's now a banned book. Which I think
I
is
watched
crazy.
some of the show, but I didn't finish it.
Basically, the one girl is teaching the other girl on how to give a blowjob.
Yeah.
And I showed that to my friend, being like, ha ha hee hee ha ha ho. Like, this is so, like, kind of interesting. Like, I never thought of this. And she goes and tells everybody that I'm reading this nasty work. Keep in mind, I did go to a Christian private school.
in
And
middle school.
this
Middle school
also,
only.
yes. And this also entwined with the fact that I did get caught doodling fan fiction of two of my favorite characters in bed together. Not like in bed, but they were like cuddling. So like basically like it was like a post-sex moment.
So lit.
And everybody like,
Hetero or gay?
It was hetero.
You got lucky there.
I got so lucky there.
Because
Well,
now
this was a part of my face where I was like, this is a straight couple that I can endorse. Which was
we've
Nazi
talked about
and
her.
Lucy from Fairy Tale in that
We've talked
moment.
about, what was the other couple recently? You're like, I can...
Oh my god, I put it in my
endorse-
notes app. Okay, I can totally endorse Jinx and Echo from Arcane. That is
Yeah.
a straight couple I can endorse. Hold on,
What was the other one? We were talking about it. I can't say
I put it in my
anything
thing, but I didn't actually
I can
type
endorse
it.
a lot of straight couples.
Oh, Katniss and Peeta from the Hunger Games.
But,
That is
like,
a straight couple I can
Okay,
get
but
behind.
it's not like they really gave her another option, like woman-wise.
That is true, but that is like a straight couple I'm willing to root for. Okay, actually, you know what? That's
Would you
a lie.
root for Carden and Jude?
I have to be silent, mainly because I read it and I enjoyed it, but I'm not going to seek out any fan fiction about it.
But can you endorse it? Can you be like, I understand?
They're there. My thing is, they are too much enemies. I think I prefer more of a rival.
No, I
to
love.
lovers.
I need more of the actual enemies. Like they
He
want
like
to.
wants her dead. I'm
That's
like,
what
okay.
I wanted. It's not
That's-
real enemies if you're like, oh, I hate her for a couple of chapters. I'm like, oh, I want to fuck her. No, I want you to want them dead, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait.
I think we just
He
want
never
different
wanted her
things.
dead. He literally
just
bought her.
sounds like
he
it.
literally made her a dress that she had nothing.
My thing
I
is,
need people
when
to
I
like
read
really
it, I was
fully
like, okay.
hate each other. I need them to fully.
I liked when
hate
she was
each other.
manipulating him. I was down for
I
that.
need manipulation.
I'm
I need
down for
hate.
that.
And then all of a sudden it's like, oh god, you're
I
kind of hot.
hate your hair and makeup today.
Like you're so hot. Like I need it. I need it.
Hashtag need that. Need that
Need it.
so bad.
Got any book racks? Let me know.
I'm trying to think of any other straight couples I'd be willing to like actually entertain as a couple.
I can't really
And I
help
think
because
that's
I'm down
about
for
it.
most straight couples. Well, here in the,
What's a straight couple that people are trying to push on you and you're not here for it? You will not entertain it. I'm trying to think of anything in
straight
specific.
I can't think of any single show besides Friends, and that doesn't really.
I don't care.
Honestly,
who's
Monica
your
and
friends.
Rachel should just date. Actually, I like Monica and Chandler, but I also don't really have strong feelings about that show. So.
I don't really care about the show Friends.
Gilmore
Crucify
Girls. Okay, this isn't really anything they're pushing on me, but honestly, Rory and the one girl should date. The
me. Paris.
Paris.
I'm down for that.
They
I
should
can be down
date.
for
They
that.
should fuck. I'm just saying they should fuck.
So, like, have you thought about?
But also,
fucking-
I don't really care about that show that much.
Mhm.
What show do it?
Very random. Do you think you could write a book?
I have a whole plot, and I almost.
I think that.
But I don't know if I could. I have a plot that I really want as a book. I would love for someone to write it. I'm not going to tell people because I don't want them to take my idea.
Gatekeeping.
I'm gatekeeping, but if someone
ultimate
would like to
gatekeepers.
help me write a book, and I just tell you the thoughts and you write them out, and we do a little collab moment, that would be great. It's
You know, you
magical
could
realism.
write the premise and then sell that as an idea to somebody else.
I know, but like, I want to be involved.
You can just like sell it and be like, by the
Ugh.
way, if you want to create this,
I
and
will
wanna
say it
execute
is-
more of a vision.
I got
of
the
it now.
idea of him reading the book. I think it's One Italian Summer.
Shh, gotta keep from everybody else.
It's
Don't
not
let them know
One
your
Italian
thoughts.
Summer, obviously, because then that would just be copying. I think her name is Rebecca Steele. I could be mistaken.
Mhm.
But One Italian Summer, it's the one where she goes to Italy. Her mom dies, and she goes to Italy because her mom mentioned, like, going there one summer, and it, like, changed her life, whatever. She goes there, and then she realizes that the people that she's meeting are the people that her mom met, so she kind of goes back in time. And she does meet her mom as a young adult. Loved the book. It's been a minute. I don't remember exactly, but it inspired me to think about a different book. And I was like, I would love a book like this. It was like that mixed with Una Upside Down. Loved that book as well. I wouldn't say love, but I enjoyed it.
I only asked because I saw a TikTok that was like, every man thinks that they, in an emergency, can land a plane. And then I saw a thing where it was like, what do girls think that they can, like, do or whatever? And somebody was like, write a book. Writing a book does not put anybody, like, any other lives in danger. Yeah. Does not put my life in danger.
That's embarrassing for yourself if it
also,
sucks.
Terrible Wattpad books are written every
and I was eating them up.
And published. To get a book published, like,
the whole
if you have the money behind it, who cares? It could be the worst book in the world. Who cares? You can get absolutely dog shit published. People will literally, like, hand-bound their own fan fictions. Someone could count that as being published, you know, in some ways, shapes, and forms. Yeah. Like, it's not benefits everybody.
Honestly, the book series I was talking about with the author Chandler, with the cousin thing, like that, it was giving very Wattpad, and I ate it up. And I ate it up as a 13-year-old girl, and I ate it up.
My thing is, what harm does a bad book series, like badly written book series, really?
The first Wattpad book I ever read was a Divergent fanfiction. Ate it up.
Ate up a Divergent fanfiction.
Ate it up. Oh my god.
I recently rewatched a video, like, essay thing about Divergent. I forgot that, like, 4 gets with the friend at the end.
I was pissed about that. I remember
read the being pissed about that, and then I totally forgot.
Like, I was like, I get it. Trish dies. Spoiler. I get it. She dies. So I'm like, did you have to go to her? Like,
I saw some people being like, you know what? It's a little bit different because they're, like, comforting each other. Like, they're not together. And I'm like, no, bitch, they are. Like, from the ending that she gave,
did you read 4?
I'm pretty sure I read it, but I just do not remember.
I honestly don't remember a lot of it. I actually never finished Allegiant, but I knew what happened. I already knew what happened. I was like, I got, like...
Thinking about Allegiant...
It was so bad.
Oh, it was so
bad. And they did part 1, never got part 2.
Never got part 2.
Never got it.
We should be thankful.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have handled it.
But I will forever be grateful for Divergent, because that is the book series that really got me into reading. I remember in middle school, our teacher had, like, her own, like, private library that you could check books out of. It wasn't very big, but, like, if you wanted a book, you could just check it out. Mm-hmm. And I did Divergent, and I read it in, like, 3 days. And I was like, oh my god. I read a book in 3 days. Like, oh my god. I remember going to my dad's house, and that's literally all I did, even at supper. And then my dad, we had to eat dinner, at, like, breakfast, lunch, and dinner had to be at the table. Mm-hmm. Like, at my mom's house, we didn't have a fucking table. We just ate in the living room. Which is how it should be.
I think sitting at a table to eating is too formal.
I did enjoy it, but it's like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That is crazy.
Like, oh, come on. Let's
just put on something on the TV. And
my dad wouldn't even let me, like, have a sucker in my room.
That's
like, I would pack snacks in my suitcase that I would take to my dad's house for the weekend, so he wouldn't know. But one time he was like, I know you have chips in there. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
I know you have chips in there. Bitch,
I was like, I did have some chips in there. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're lying, and you can't look through my suitcase because that's crazy of you. But yeah, Divergent is like what really got me into reading. Mm-hmm. And then I was telling Nolan about this, how you need to leave me alone.
About?
I love the Summer I Turned Pretty, okay? And she's always like, someone needs to die. I'm like, can I just have a cute, stupid ass romantic show? I don't need murder. I don't need action. I just want the stupidest, most dramatic, romantic show ever. And I was saying how in middle school, that those were the books that I liked. Were very, like, romance-based. Now I'm not as into, like, romance base. I love magical realism, dark academia. I like a little bit of romance, but not the main plot. But when it comes to shows, I love it to be the main plot as romance that's very cheesy. It's
My
like
thing
flipped.
is, The Summer I Turned Pretty does not give romance to me. Pining after two brothers for way too long.
I'm not saying she's not the problem, but I love
She
it
is
dramatic.
definitely the problem. It's too dramatic for me.
She's like,
Without
kill
that-
someone. I'm like, no, bitch. I love the
I think if we're doing this level of drama, go full with it. Like, let's cause some death, some car accident,
no.
hurt, comfort, something.
You don't understand. As someone
It's too boring to me.
No.
It's boring to me.
She doesn't even watch most. She's watched like 5
I watch
minute
it
clips.
via you and everybody else I see
No,
online that
here's
is
the
posting
thing.
clips.
If it's like deaths and stuff, it's giving too soap opera, and I hate soap operas. My mom's very into soap operas. Like Bold and the Beautiful, Young and the Restless, she'd be watching that shit down since she was little, because that shit be going too long. And I'm like,
Soap operas are the One Piece for old ladies.
Literally, I don't like
Honestly,
it. I don't
even
like
longer.
It.
They be longer than One Piece,
I
for real.
love that Summer Turned Pretty is 3 seasons. I love a show that's
And a
no
movie.
more, and I'm down for the movie. Okay,
It's literally
I would be so happy if they
6
just
seasons.
ended, like 3 seasons with no movie. But I'll take a movie. And
My thing is,
and
there's no way they're
Christopher
going to
Reiner
have
is about to
with the endings
host a
that you're talking
Quinn
about.
episode, and I said, stop with the beard. He's hot. Sometimes he's ugly. It's kind of with like Matty Healy for me, where it's like depending on the hairstyle he has and like the vibe he's giving. Sometimes he's ugly and sometimes he's hot.
My thing is, The Summer I Turned Pretty can have 3 seasons and a movie, but none of the queer shows that I love that are terrible can even last after a season 2.
Which one?
I would love for the Teenage Bounty Hunters that got canceled
talking
after 1 season.
That
First Kill, not great, but I would have loved a second season. Where
I'm
they
sorry,
could
First Kill was
perfect-
bad. The
yeah, it
acting was
bad.
terrible.
My thing is, I would have loved for it to
Terrible.
have its Teen Wolf moment of it was terrible in the first season era.
My thing with First
Teen Wolf
Kill,
got away with it because it had young, hot teenage boys. That's the only reason it got away
no,
with it.
I think it also happened to be in the era where that was able. Like First Kill came out 2020,
I think 2020.
and I'm like, maybe if it was like 2016, it could have got away, but it was bad acting. At this point, a lot of like the vampire and like that kind of shows weren't as popular as they used to be.
Yeah.
And then they did that, and the acting was not good. I'm sorry, I did not like First Kill. I can be okay with the lesbian show, but First Kill was not good. I also am not very into like vampire werewolf shows.
Also,
Even
Paper
the straight
Girls,
ones, I'm not.
Paper Girls was canceled, and I did enjoy that show thoroughly.
That's the one where we like recorded where
yeah.
they said Tessa with the pterodactyl, right?
Yeah,
We said it was giving Stranger Things, but with like
It's
girls.
Girls.
I did like that one.
And they canceled that. And that was like more like futuristic, like it's kind of dealing with supernatural things, but not like
I did like that
vampires
one.
and that. My thing is, when it comes to a queer show, unless it's whatchamacallit, what's the one with the
I will say I do agree that queer like gay
queer
like
media
boys,
has to be so
two
certain
men,
level.
2 men together, seasons go up. 2 women together, it's like, I don't want it anymore. And I do agree that it's like, come on, just give it to them.
Come on,
At least-
dang.
Okay, at least give them 2 seasons. If
Honestly,
not,
I was so
wrap it-
glad we got Yellow Jackets past to season 1. The way that it's going, I think that Yellow Jackets is an example of queer media having to be so insane.
Nolan was
at different
agreeing
levels.
with me that not everything needs to be cannibalism, which is what you think.
I don't think everybody needs to be cannibalism.
We were
I
talking
think
about
Yellow
Summer Turned
Jackets
Pretty, and I was
only
like,
is
She loves a
successful
good
because of the
cannibalism.
cannibalism in it. It's queer media with cannibalism, and that's why it is this level that's like, okay, yeah, we can, and this supernatural aspect. I think that there cannot be a lesbian show on its own, just a lesbian
It
love
can't-
story plot
I
line,
do
like
agree
The
that
Summer I
if it
Turned
was The
Pretty.
Summer I Turned Pretty and it was a lesbian story, it wouldn't go past the season.
No.
I do agree. I
Yeah.
do see what you're saying.
And I just wish that it was given the same equal opportunity, but I know that that's not going to happen. Even if it does happen,
I think
it's
it
not
does
going to continue.
help that it's Jenny Han because she already has like shows that got really popular in books. I'm not saying she's like the best author ever, but it does help
From
that
the
she
way I
already
see the show
has.
going, no,
the name.
in my opinion. But that's me.
Now I will say I have watched. I haven't said this, but I have watched many times. The most previous episode where they be fucking and sucking on the stairway, and in the back.
Is it good?
Yeah, he put a She put his hand in there. I said, "Hey, calm down. This is a teen show." But I'm into it. Calm down.
This is a teen show.
Calm down.
This is a teen show.
This is for the teens. But honestly, I'm into it.
You say, you know what?
But I won't
I'm into
disagree
it.
that Belly is annoying and she is the problem. But
They're
also,
all annoying in
you
my
know
mind.
what? Conrad is not annoying. Jeremiah is annoying. She doesn't know shit. Jeremiah, you knew your brother was in love with that girl. You shot a fucking firework when you saw them about to have their first kiss. You're the problem. And then you get mad that he is still in love with her. I'm like, you knew that this whole time. You literally knew it the whole time. You did this to yourself. And honestly, if anyone were to die, I was telling Noam, like, Marchese's saying someone has to die. I'm like, I wouldn't be mad if Jeremiah dies. And then I was like, well, actually, I don't mean that, but also at the same time, if anyone has to die, it can be Jeremiah.
Forward, like, are they doing the wedding right after?
I don't know. I don't really think there needs to be a movie. I think it could have ended how it ended. People are pissed that there wasn't a wedding, but now they're happy because there's a movie. I'm like, there doesn't need to be a wedding. They end up together. It's kind of given that they'll probably get married and have kids, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need a wedding. You can leave it. I don't care.
See, this is reminding me in anime when there's, like, when a couple does get together, but you don't see any official scenes after, but there's, like, fan art that the author releases after that's like, this is official artwork by the author. These people did get married.
I'm like, I don't care. At least I got my fucking and sucking, and I got them kissing, and they ended up together in the end. I don't need a movie. Will I watch? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I will.
And I will watch.
And I will watch.
And I will be clocked in.
Someone make a Cruel Prince show. I want it animated, though. I don't want real people. I want it animated because real people just can't do what I want it to give.
You should watch Vox Machina with me.
Is that the one? You've talked about that.
Have I talked about it?
Is that the game? It's like a.
It's like
show
these
about,
people that
is that
play
the Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, they
ones?
play D&D, and it's these like very well-known voice actors, and it's their animated counterpart of their D&D session. But it is like animated in a not cringy way, and it's good.
Okay.
I will say, I don't know about the newest season that's supposed to be coming out.
I
think they could have stopped at the season they just ended.
I was talking to Nolan about this. I don't really have the attention span, really, to watch a show. I'm just not into TV shows and stuff that much anymore.
That is so crazy to me. Like, you can't sit down and watch a show.
I can, but I just prefer not to. I'd rather read a book.
Okay, for me at least, I feel like reading a book is more time consuming.
Yes, but like...
And attaches more onto my attention span versus watching a show.
But
secondary, like,
but
doing
if
this and
I'm
having
reading
show in the
a book,
background.
because I'm someone, I need to hold the book. I can't hold the book and be on my phone at the same time. Whereas if I'm watching a show, I am very much likely to be on my phone at the same time.
Mm.
Whereas with a book, that's in my hand, and my focus has to be on the book.
I guess it's a little bit different because sometimes I do be listening to the audiobooks. I haven't done it as much recently.
You're more into audiobooks. I do not like audiobooks. I can't do
I
it.
enjoy an audiobook.
Because
I like
my
around it.
mind just wanders.
I'm like that one.
And I have to
the girl with the
constantly...
beads.
Yeah. I have to constantly go back because it'll be like... And then they died. And I'm like, wait, what? What are you talking about? And I have to like go back because I'm like, I was not listening to what you said because my mind just be wandering. But if I'm holding the book and like focusing on the book. I don't know. I can't do audiobooks. It's kind of like podcasts with me, which I do be watching podcasts now, but I have to watch. But I have to watch the podcast. I can't just have it on Spotify.
Do you treat like podcasts as like a really long YouTube video rather than a podcast?
Yes. Like the only ones I really watch is I watch Vanilla Mace's, Smosh, and Kayla Perry. I haven't watched Kayla Perry that much anymore, but like
I listen to them occasionally, but I don't be.
I have to
as
have
as I used to
the video playing. I need to be able to see them.
Mm.
I just, if it's just like playing on my headphones, I can't pay attention. Because if I'm walking down the street and I have music, you don't understand the delusions I have in my head. I will see a random person on the street, and it could go either way. I could be madly in love with them, we get married, we fuck, whatever. Or they shoot me dead, and I'm dying in the hospital, and all my friends are, like, really sad, and I'm like, well, like, when I say I have these crazy storylines, I mean that. I was literally telling you about, this is embarrassing.
Let it be. Let your freak flag
This man,
fly.
I'm not going to tell you the name that I gave him. It is based off a Cardin of the Court Prince. But also,
let your freak flag fly.
Okay, his name is Kane.
Maladaptive daydreaming.
Okay,
that's literally
his
what
name
you're
is
doing.
Kane. His name is Kane.
Kane?
Yeah, it's Kane.
Oh my god.
And it's been
Dear Door
months.
reference.
Months. And our storyline has just been getting deeper and deeper and deeper. I'm talking
Girl, you
4
need
or
to write
5
this
months.
down.
Marquise, I'm talking 4 or 5 months.
Monetize this behavior.
I can't write it. No, it's embarrassing for me. Because, like,
Girl, write it down, post it anonymously. Who cares?
It is crazy. And then there's, like, me getting shot dead. I'm always shot dead at the end.
Death by firing squad.
Oh my gosh. That's how I would choose to go. That was a question that I kept asking people. I was like, if you were to get executed, how would you want to go out? Like medieval. It doesn't have to be medieval, but like lethal
Like
injection,
sort of
firing
common
squad, beheading, being lit on fire, like that kind of thing. I'm like, what would you choose? And I say death by firing squad. Because I think, what a slay way to go. With a gun. No, I hate guns. But
I got a gun.
But at least if firing squad, there's like 5+ people shooting on me, I'm gonna die pretty quick because they're all hitting me. We're like,
Yeah. I'm not changing my answer from what I did in college, and that's gonna be guillotine. I'm gonna wear something cunty that draws the attention to the neck. I'm gonna make a whole thing of it, and it's gonna be so fun to just like have my little head in the basket. Like, it'll at least be interesting, and it'll be fun to watch.
I'm gonna have my cunty outfit and I'm gonna go and die. Anyways, we went to a Broadway rig tonight.
Yes, we did.
Which is why we're dressed like this.
Mm-hmm.
No, we just dress like this normally.
Honestly, I would dress like this normally. So
yeah.
Hey gang, I already owned everything in this.
Oh, my tie is not given time.
Are you being a slut right now?
Yeah, will you listen to the word of God if I flash you my tits?
Oh my god. Of Latter-day Saints.
Oh my god, they played Dear Evan Hansen, the most popular one. I knew it was Dear Evan Hansen, and we were just like,
I'm sorry.
We haven't listened and we haven't watched.
Dear Evan Hansen is not on that list of ones that I'm going to be listening
the ones
and
we've watched and
I'm
listened
sorry.
is Book of Mormon, Hamilton, Epic. They did not play that as much as I would
some
love.
Of Heather's, not all of Heather's.
Some of Heather's.
Legally Blonde.
I haven't really listened to that one,
love
but
Legally Blonde.
I know Mean Girls. They didn't even play any
They
Mean
didn't
Girls.
play any Mean
Shrek
Girls.
the Musical. Like, come on. I know it's
Those are
today.
the
Give it
big
to me.
hitters that I think of at least.
I know, like, most of Six.
They did play
Some of
Sun
Hades
Six.
Town.
Hades Town,
But
yeah.
they said they'd be playing, like, High School Musical and Glee and all that. I didn't hear a single thing. Where's the Glee?
Where was the Glee cast? Where was the Glee soundtrack? Where was any of it?
So, where was the Glee at?
Where was the Glee in High School Musical? Because I didn't hear any of it, to my knowledge.
I was obsessed with Glee. I had a Glee-themed birthday party.
That was hilarious to me.
I would get very obsessed with things, and that would be my theme. So for Glee, I had a Glee birthday cake in my, like, colors were red and yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I
For
also
McKinley High.
Yeah, and I was obsessed with Gray Monteith, and I think that was the start of my favorite number being 5, which is still my favorite number. My birthday's also the 5th, and then his number was 5, and I was like, oh my god, that's my favorite number now. R.I.P. Anyways, and I also remember one of my birthday party themes was The Flash. I got really into The Flash.
I mean,
up until like season 3, and that was it. But I was very into The Flash. I had a Justin Bieber themed one, all purple. Is at the roller skating rink. Pretty slay. I was pretty sad that birthday though. Julie, if you're listening, just know you made my birthday really sad because you were supposed to be my best friend and you didn't come, and you didn't have the balls to tell me you didn't want to be my friend anymore. And I called you and you didn't answer me. And then I called you again and again and again. And your mom finally answered and was like, oh, she's sick. No, you weren't. You just didn't want to come. You could have just said that. Thank you.
There's nothing more embarrassing than
I'm over it.
Not wanting to
but
be
at the
your
time,
friend.
I was very sad. I was sulking that whole birthday. That's the only person I wanted to be there.
Oh my god, this is very random. One time, I found out this girl didn't want to go to the football game with me in middle school. Which
the
was
football
like,
game?
Yeah, like that is a death sentence. Like I was like all ready, like we're good, whatever, and then she canceled. And literally I remember like crying, my dad could hear it. And then he had my sisters call me. I was like, I love my sisters. They're not what I needed right now. And I was just like, oh, my dad knows I'm a loser and he's trying to get my sisters to cheer me up.
Also, Angela, if you're listening, I will never forget. I'm kidding.
You aired everything out.
I'm airing everything out. I remember one year, my mom doesn't drive. Keep that in mind. I didn't have a ride. I was supposed to go to homecoming. Angela was supposed to give me a ride. She never came to pick me up, but she went to homecoming. She just didn't pick me up. And she didn't tell me. And she goes, oh, I forgot. No, you didn't, bitch. I know you didn't forget. And now she's kind of a bitch, apparently. She's a Trumpy. I don't think she's a Trumpy, actually. But giving it low-key. Angela.
Spreading false rumors.
I may be spreading false rumors, and I'm sorry about that. But I will never forgive. I will never forgive you for that. And you know what? After I die, I made a list of things that must happen. And one of them was every year after I die, I need someone to remind her that I will never forget that. That. Also with her, every year after I die, we need to remind her of what she said to me, that I was Callum from Dairy Girls. How fucking rude. If anyone, she's Callum. And I will never forgive you for that.
I'll take it with stride.
Because what do you mean? That is so offensive. If you watch Dairy Girls, you know that is offensive.
He's funny, it just takes forever to get to the point, and then it's no longer.
She's calling me boring, is what she's saying. She's calling me an energy vampire, because basically what he is. He would thrive with Colin from What We Do in the Shadows, because he is an interview.
He's an energy vampire.
Energy vampire, yeah. So she's calling me boring and whatever, yet she moved to Philly for me, so apparently I'm not that boring. But she called me boring. And that is a fate worse than death. If you call me boring or annoying, I'd rather just die in a hole. And just know that. That I will never forgive you for that.
That's that.
She's apologized, but I can't.
You'll never forgive me, will you?
No. And you know what? We told her she would work at a mall kiosk, and she can't even be mad because she called me Callum.
What's worse, working in a mall kiosk or being called Callum?
Fucking being called Callum. They literally called him.
Okay, but think about the people that work at the mall.
To an investigation with the police because they knew, like, oh, he'll bore them to death and he'll let us go. No, at least at the mall kiosk, we're just saying that you're just very friendly and can talk to anyone. That's a compliment.
I just think about the people at the mall kiosk and I ignore them. Like, I never want to talk to them.
I just can't believe she said that to me. If anyone in Dairy Girls that I am, I am. Honestly, I don't think I'm anyone in Dairy Girls.
You said boo. You said
Boo.
Well, I guess we just have to boo each other to death, I guess.
Did you have another topic you wanted to talk about?
I had a couple of them, but I think we're pretty good.
She said that we had to like just think of topics to
yeah,
give each
I had
other.
some topics in mind.
And I was like, I have no topics that I haven't
you don't
already
have
shared
things
with
that
you.
are like in your mind.
No. I have nothing in my mind except the crisis that I had.
My main ones were the fantasy football, and every woman believes they can write a novel.
I think you believe you could write a novel.
I also think I could write a novel.
I think you would write a novel like that one girl who wrote the book about the turkey that turned into a man.
I think I would write. Okay, have you read the book where it's like Sky Daddy? It's the girl that's like sexually involved with planes.
No.
There's
Y'all
a
watch
novel
JJ
like
the
that.
Jet Plane. I hated Thomas the Train, but I did because he was
That is
creepy.
crazy that you
But I
hated
liked
Thomas
JJ the
Plane.
Jet Plane, which is basically the same animation
is
style
worse.
and freaky looking. But I liked
No.
that one. Thomas the Train though, fuck that shit. I hated it.
I fear we have to end the pod here because I'm getting really sleepy.
Okay, here's the ending notes. Fuck Thomas the Train. Marquesi's a bitch for calling me Callum. Men, just write a Wattpad book. Stop playing fantasy football.
Don't land a plane.
Don't
Write
land a
fan
plane.
fiction. Embrace it
Yeah.
and take it with stride, okay? If you want your characters to be in a certain scenario, create an alternate universe. And put
If
it
you
on
hate
AO3.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, just write him with someone else.
Yeah, write it with someone else.
Someone else in the Chiefs. I don't
Write
know
him-
any other
Write him
fucking
with another
people.
like
But
quarterback or something like that. Like,
Yeah,
really
put him
freaky
with,
and spicy.
isn't there
Or
one
maybe
named, like,
include
Jalen or
Taylor in
something?
there. Get a little threesome action, you know?
Oh my god, that's me with the webtoon I'm reading. Where
What
it's like
webtoon?
Operation True Love. It's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
But there's two guys and they're both hot and they both like her and they both know that they like her. I'm like, can y'all just like all
We
just
need to
fucking
get rid
date?
of love triangles and media and just make it like a polyamorous throuple situation.
Yeah, like why
okay?
can't the girl have two hot boyfriends? They
Normalize
can also
two
be
hot
boyfriends, but they can also just not be boyfriends and just share her. And that's okay. It's better if
that's
they're
okay.
also boyfriends, but
My thing is, if we're doing a love triangle, let's make it a complete fucking triangle, you know?
let's make them all fucking suck.
Everyone needs to at least have one scene kissing or fucking and sucking each other.
And that's the end of this podcast.
That's all you need to know.
Everyone should fucking suck each other. There
Normalize
shouldn't be
it.
a ultimatum. Just all fucking suck.
Ultimatum, no. Everyone fucking suck? Yes.